Welcome to December 12th. We're going to do Puzzle Agent 2. It's only been a couple of days since Puzzle Agent 1, but we're going to do Puzzle Agent 2 because Puzzle Agent is a good series. I'm just going to check some audio levels and stuff. We are recording, so that's cool too. Yeah. Too bad if you don't like puzzles, and hooray if you do. The nice thing about this is it picks up right where Puzzle Agent 1 left off. And the mechanics are mostly the same, so I don't have to explain any of that stuff to you.
Nelson Tethers, Department of Puzzle Research. Just arrived in Scoggins, Minnesota.
I also like it, so...
There's a weird man
bleh.
staring at me. Some kind of thing going on at the local eraser factory. Locals report hearing whispers. Snow must be playing tricks on my eyes. For a second, I thought I saw...
And it's the first puzzle already. So, yeah, same stuff as last time. There is a what, which tells you the rules again. You can get a hint if you need it. You can reset the puzzle. But we don't need any of that stuff. We're just going to twisty twist until this looks like it's coming into more focus. See some sharper details here. Oh, look at that. Could be... Oh, we lost it. Could be any number of things. It's... I mean, if you remember the last game, it's pretty clear what it is. And you don't really have to do too much with it. You just futz around until it says you got it. I don't think there's a clue, like you don't have to line up any of the symbols or anything. It's just, I mean, that's good enough, right? That looks fine. I can see it, game. Just give it to me. This isn't even doing anything. What is this doing? This is doing nothing. Come on. Like some of these I wouldn't classify necessarily as puzzles. And there are definitely some quote-unquote puzzles later in the game which rely on outside information to solve. Like you need to know certain number progressions and stuff like that. And they're fairly common. If you do a lot of puzzles, you probably run into them. But if you don't, by whatever, just by chance, then, you know, then the puzzle may be unsolvable by you, which is unfair and unfortunate. It's a gnome. I know it's a gnome. Just let me, just give me a thing. Ugh. I don't remember this taking this long. It is taking infinity. That is how long it is taking. Come on. It's a forest hidden people gnome. I know it is. I'm not using a hint. The hint will say something like, spin the dials or whatever. You fool. It's fairly clear. I have done every combination. Oh, do I just have to... Do I just have to submit it when I think I see it? Maybe I'm the stupid. Am I the stupid one here? I thought it did an eerie thing story-wise when you got it. Well, there's 6 positions and 3 of these, so that's 216 possible combinations. Everyone sit tight. There! See, I knew it did a thing. I'm not the wrong one. They're the wrong one. Yeah, top agent. How? How is a moon? Yes. Okay.
Eraser Factory is back open, even though foreman Isaac Dabner remains missing. The Bureau's marking this case officially closed.
Excuse me.
Ingram?
Oh, hiya, Nelson. Thought you'd left for the night.
How are things going in vegetable crimes?
The guys in leafy greens are pretty busy, but you know how dull it is in roots and tubers. We haven't had a real case since the Taro murders back in '76. What I wouldn't give to see some field action like you did. Puzzle division. Wow!
Jim, puzzle division isn't that exciting.
76
Come
is a
on,
long time
Nelson.
ago.
You were out of the office a whole week.
Are you looking through the Scoggins file?
I sure am. Oh, I hope you don't mind. It's just, I'm kind of a fan. You didn't just reopen some eraser factory. You completely cracked that case like it was some first-timer's letter substitution puzzle.
Yeah, crack that
Oh,
case
yeah.
wide open. So, what are you doing in my office?
Check it out! I just solved the latest from Japanese puzzle master Hanji Monosaki. It's rated 4 dragons. Looks like you've got some competition in the puzzle-solving department.
Yeah, about that.
So this one, and I think all the ones that come from this guy, are the ones that need outside information. And this one is not too difficult. I'm going to leave it up for you so you can figure it out if you want. Just like 2 days ago when we did this. Wasn't that long ago? But it's a weird number sequence, 11, 12, 1, 2, until you say it out loud and you're like, oh, those are the numbers on a clock. 11, 12, 1, 2. So 3 is the next number. But I mean, if your clock didn't have those numbers, or you, I don't know, weren't aware of clocks, you couldn't solve that one really. So yeah, you need some information from outside the puzzle. Anyways.
Nice try, Jim, but you see here.
And then he says nothing at all.
I didn't even notice that.
Don't worry, you almost... Hey, Jim, if you like puzzles, maybe you could do me a huge favor. I'm gonna be taking some time off, and I've still got all these tapes from the Scoggins case.
You want me to log them into evidence? These tapes must have all the puzzles.
All the puzzles.
Thanks, Jim. And I'll probably be recording more notes while I'm away.
Bye.
Just mail them back to me and I'll file them through vegetable crimes.
Thanks for the help, Jim.
Yeah, Nelson. Have a good trip to... wherever.
The Bureau's marking this case officially closed, but I can't leave it like this. The factory foreman is still missing. There has to be some rational explanation for all the things I've seen. It's going to take all my vacation time, but I won't be able to relax until I've found Isaac Dabner and gotten to the bottom of this case. The only way to do that...
Boy, who would
is to go
use
back
vacation
to
time to work on a
Scoggins.
personal
So-
project instead of like taking vacation? I have taken a lot of vacation time to work on this advent calendar. Just, no. I can't really afford to go anywhere, and I don't have anywhere to go anyway, so. Vacation!
Finally,
Anyways.
back in Scoggins. The place is a lot quieter at night.
Hey, that's Bjorn.
I don't see any of the familiar townspeople.
No, he's right there. Oh, look, he's being real creepy.
I'm going to check into Valda's Inn and get a fresh start on the case in the morning.
Oh. So, yep, there's gum. There's kind of gum all over the place. Holy smokes, there's a lot of gum. I'm gonna take gum. Let's see. So yeah, where's all the non-plot puzzles? I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Oh my, Mr. Agent Tethers.
Yeah, slow he walks.
I kind of miss the wooden gnome collection, Miss Garrett. Made the whole place seem creepier. Stove still working fine, Ms. Garrett? Good, then I just won't go anywhere near it ever again.
No jump scares for me, please. All right, I guess we can talk to her.
Good evening, Mrs. Garrett.
Oh dear. I mean, good evening, Agent Tethers. I didn't expect to see the FBI back here in town. Not now that the eraser factory's back up and running.
This is just a personal trip.
Let's talk about some
Has
stuff.
anyone heard from the factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Who? Oh, no. I mean, I don't recall anyone with that name.
I never did get to try your famous hot dish.
Ooh, well, have a seat and I can whip up. I mean, we're all out. No, sir, not a scrap of it anywhere. Can't make any hot dish for the guests just come in from the cold.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
I
Well.
suppose the factory's still running with no problems?
Oh, yeah. Our plant supplies the White House with all of its erasers, don't you know?
Yes, ma'am. It's a national treasure.
And you helped us get to the bottom of that nasty incident like a real town hero.
Well, it was no...
Which is why it's so unusual that you'd be back in town again.
Do you know where I can get some chewing gum?
Gum? Oh my, no. You won't find a stick of it anywhere in town. Not until spring at the earliest, and maybe not even then.
Why do you say that?
There have been rumblings in the town council trying to ban it within city limits.
But gum's the only thing that helps me concentrate.
Yeah, it's all part of the new Keep Scoggins Beautiful campaign.
It's very
It's just a darn
convenient.
shame. You can see pieces stuck to walls and trees everywhere you look.
I'll be on the lookout for it.
So I can put them in my face.
Could I get the same room I had last time?
Oh no, oh dear, this is terrible. We're completely booked up, I'm afraid. No vacancies.
No vacancies? In Scoggins?
I want room 9 again.
Lots of, tourists. Here for the snow and, erasers. Look, you can see here for yourself.
Puzzle time. All right. So this is kind of like a logic puzzle. They give you a few things that have to be true, and then any solutions, blah, blah, blah. So I'll give you time to pause or write this down or whatever. I also should probably read them. Oh, excuse me. 4 more men than women. Okay. And then here's the setup. There's 3 rooms. Or 6 rooms and 6 people. So it should work out. So if you would like to pause the video and try to solve it, and don't forget to look back at the rules, because I'm also going to do that, because I forget what they were. Maxwell. Okay, so Mr. Maxwell needs to stay on the floor above Mrs. LaRue. Mrs. Dimpleton, I think, will not stand on the floor with more men than women, so she also has to be down here somewhere. And then Mr. Blesson and Mr. Carlson. Carl Man. All weekend rooms on the same floor, so we can tuck them up here, and then that gives Tethers a room down here with all the ladies. Pretty straightforward. If we were on vacation, I don't understand why it's costing the taxpayers money, although I guess taxpayers pay for our vacation because we are still a government agent and we get paid vacation, I assume. So, how? Yeah.
It looks like there's a room available.
Well, isn't this embarrassing? Ah, that room is being, fumigated. Ghosts.
Ghosts.
No, not ghosts. The other thing.
Bed bugs?
Oh, heavens, no. Of course it's not bed bugs. It's, painters.
It's fumigated for
The
painters.
room's being fumigated for painters?
Don't be silly, Agent Tethers. I mean to say the room's being painted.
For fumigators.
I'm sorry, but you'll just have to look somewhere else.
But it's freezing, and this is the only hotel in...
Yeah, no vacancies. You'll just have to go outside.
So yeah, she will not give us a room. So we have to go outside.
Scoggins hasn't wasted any time making me feel unsettled and unwelcome. Tried to check into the hotel, only to be told there were no vacancies. Unless the town's become
Martha's a
tourist
real
hotspot,
bitch.
the innkeeper is trying to hide something. Just heard something from the alley behind the hotel. The alley where I saw one of those creatures.
Bo Murphy.
I'm going to investigate.
But first I'm going to take the gum that's right here. Gigantic wad of gum. You may be asking why I need to take all the gum if I never use hints, and it is because, shut up, that's why.
Oh, it's just the door.
Door always makes that noise. So I guess we can have a room, but she can't be seen to be giving us a room. Something like that.
The noises in the alley turned out to be nothing more sinister than a back door to a warm room for the night. There has to be a reason Mrs. Garrett doesn't want anyone to know I'm staying here. But that is a mystery for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I could sneak this painting out in my camera.
Painting of a bear. Great. More. There's a puzzle there. I feel like I don't know which one triggers plot.
Ah, a hidden people lamp to stare at me all night while I sleep. comforting.
But I don't want to miss any puzzles, so we'll do the puzzle. Arranging photos in order. Okay, everybody, go. There's 4, put them in order, so yeah. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go. This guy goes here, and then this tiny little footprints, and then there's this. No one's cleaning stuff up, so this guy drives over top, and then there's more. So that's it. That was real simple. Oh, and we're sending it to Vegetable Crimes because it's got all the vegetable stuff on it. I didn't notice that before.
Another puzzle solved.
I like that we couldn't see him. And he was just another puzzle solved. Well, let's look at the moon.
For a second, I thought I saw someone on the street below. Probably just my imagination.
Can we just go to bed? Yep. Clock wipe.
It's clear now that the mysteries of Scoggins go deeper than the incident at the eraser factory. And I'm convinced I made the right choice to come back. Assuming, of course, I make it through the night.
No one kills me. Yeah, we never did figure out what was going on with the astronauts last time. I assume that's... Well, I mean, I know because I played this before, but... part of the puzzle, part of the plot that we never figured out.
Huh?
Missing... This should be missing residents, not residences. It's missing houses. So, this gives us some more information because it tells us that there are other people that are missing. And it looks like when we put all the people in, it's going to say something down here. But pretty clearly we don't have enough information already.
It's no good.
And
Someone knows
it just
I'm in
stops
town
after like
because
3
I
or
just
4,
received a note.
2 or 3 movements.
Isaac Davner does not exist.
But that's
I
something
won't
we
have
can
any
save
idea
or
what that means until I've
solve
gotten enough
later.
information to solve the puzzle on the other side. My first priority tomorrow is to take this note into town and find out what these names have in common.
Now, you might have seen on the note, one of the names was Daryl, and if you recognize a Daryl from before,
Stupid flyers.
there were 2
Curse of
Daryls.
a black moon.
In reference to Newhart, I
excuse
think
me.
we said last time.
Daryl, was it?
Hang on, I'm Hey, you're that FBI guy.
Special Agent Tethers, Puzzle Research Division.
Yeah, well, I've got a missing person case for you guys to solve.
The factory foreman?
That's old news. I'm talking about my brother Daryl.
Uh-huh.
Could you tell me more about your brother's disappearance?
We were out past Sesame Woods a couple of days ago. Daryl split off on his own because he said we were in Barrelope country.
Barrelope?
Oh, they're real. Don't doubt it.
And he was scared of them.
Scared? Nah, he went hunting for him. Haven't seen him since.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Daryl?
He's allergic to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Have you seen or heard from Isaac Davner
that's very
since I
good.
left?
Who?
The foreman of the eraser factory. He went missing after the factory shut down.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, figures. People here go missing all the time.
Do you know anything about the hidden people?
Great. My brother goes missing, and the FBI comes to ask me about forest gnomes.
You don't believe in them?
You should have come here earlier, when I was 4 years old, and listened to bedtime stories.
We can't go back in time yet.
Where have you been putting up those flyers?
I've been getting permission first. It's legal.
Need any help?
Sure, federal tax dollars should work.
Pass camp flyers. Flyer bandit is at large and we'll steal them. We want 50 flyers to reach the end of the pass. This is a lot like the whatever it was from last time. Each person will pick up one paper. Fork in the road, half will take the left. Bandit will steal the flares. Bandit is at one of the 3 locations marked with a question mark, but nobody knows which one. Steal the flares? Flyers. Okay, so there was a fish one in the last game that was a lot like this. So we have 30, 62, and 50 need to get by. So, I guess I've already started sussing it out, but I mean, you can pause now or at any time before now or after now to do this on your own. But I'm just going to keep going because I've started talking it out. So we've got 62 flyers, I think I said. 10, 30, 30, 30, and 2. 62. We need 50 to get through, so 12 are not going to get through. So one of these red ones has to have 12 go to it. Well, all of these red ones need exactly 12 to go to it because that is where the flyer bandit, he's at one of these 3 locations, so he has to. So all these red ones have to be 12 basically. All of these flyers are going to go here. Half of these flyers and half of these flyers. So I'm just going to start messing around with numbers. That's not right. What if we do like so and then like so? There you go. 12, 12, and 12, which means one of them goes missing. Yeah. Oop. To-do. Ta-da. Tiddy. Whatever. Ow. Same number of flyers distributed to the bandit zone. So, okay.
There you go. That should get everybody in town.
So we didn't actually help him. We just
I doubt it in this town.
we just told him where to go.
People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
There have been other missing people?
Plenty others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go
Oh,
missing
a
just last
lead.
week.
Do you know where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI. Try looking for my brother while you're at it.
It sounds like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend.
Said a week ago.
And look for Daryl's brother, of course.
He's staring angrily at us. There's so much gum. Just on the buildings. Oop. This lets us go back in. Oh, and we can't. It'll make us go out the side door if we try to go out the front door. That's interesting. Anywho, call up a map. Map? No. Only passable. All right. This should take us to the map. So the only place we can go is the campgrounds, it looks like, which is where we want to go. The Wallows. But it sounds like Daryl is the most recent missing dude, and this guy's assistant is second most recent missing person.
That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
There's no gum on the picnic table. That's weird. All right.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
I'm Special Agent
Da-na-na-na.
FBI Puzzle Research Division, Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred. I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a student of mankind.
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock.
Mm.
Very bright young man. Disappeared, when was that? 2 months ago?
You said a week
That was
ago.
before the incident at the eraser factory.
Okay.
But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this missing grad student, Will?
Well, now that I think about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have an effect on him.
How do you mean?
He became unfocused. Talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time. He walked away in the middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend.
I kind of want to do that
I
too.
thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes. The shared reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
Hmm.
How long have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's see, about 15 years? I'm on my 8th government grant.
Oh.
Do you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating story, that. A real suburban myth in the making. To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, a ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control of capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner's not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero on a quest for truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right. You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The
Gnomes?
hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
Well,
Thanks for your time, Alfred. If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He was looking for information about the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Wills. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg. The sheriff may not be helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
What he said.
I guess we're gonna go talk to the sheriff. So, it might have been that Will Medlock went missing before or after. I mean, those are the two options. Isaac Davner, depending on when he went missing. But I mean, until we know more of the people that are missing, it really doesn't pay to speculate about that single puzzle.
I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Boggs' office, but he's already...
I've talked to
working
two
against me.
people.
A note on the door says, out to grab a bite. If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Or we could break in. No. Can we break in? This door.
A note on the door says, out to grab a bite. If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Fine.
Daryl's disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
Ooh, 5 generators, power all devices. Every available power outlet. Generators will evenly split power if used twice. Each device will be powered exactly to meet their power needs. Okay. Generators, devices, everybody go. Alright, now I get to go. So we got... this is 60, 130, and up here we have... looks like 130 as well, so everything's getting used. So 10 leaves. Nope, it's not gonna be it. I mean, I don't know if we can cross stuff. Power all devices. It doesn't say we can't cross stuff. So let's start with the assumption that we can. 10 here. And 30. Another... I feel like this is too messy. If we split that and split that... That's 25 and 15. That's 15. That's 25 and 5. The rest should... Nope. Go here then. So 10. 45? I think that works. Let's find out. Awesome. I feel like there's probably a lot of solutions to that one. Yeah. All right. It's our friend. I think is Steve his name?
Equal distribution of weight between birds. 12 votes to title compensation survey. The Whispers. Oh,
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
you're that FBI agent. Grapples?
Tethers.
I think that might be the cleverest line. Calling him Grapples.
Have you seen Isaac Davner around town?
Abner, the old eraser factory foreman. Oh, nobody's seen him since the incident.
There seem to be a lot of missing persons cases around Scoggins.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Did you know any of the missing people?
I don't talk to a lot of people in town. Just here for business.
For birds.
What can you tell me about the hidden people?
I'm not into that anymore. The market dropped out on gnome figurines.
No, I mean real ones.
Real hidden people? Are you trying to catch me saying something crazy? Is this entrapment?
Are you okay, Steve? You seem tense.
I'm not tense. Lots of people have trouble sleeping. It doesn't mean anything.
How long have you had trouble sleeping?
Since the eraser factory reopened. Why?
Just asking.
All right, let's
How's
do a puzzle.
business?
I'm not into tchotchke smuggling anymore, if that's what you're asking.
No, I was just...
You can't prove anything.
Calm down.
Okay. It's that I just can't figure out this problem. Maybe you can help.
Oh, 4 animals across the river. Many trips as you need. Boat's weight limit, prevent critters from eating each other. Bear will eat the wolf. Wolf will eat the mongoose. Mongoose will eat the snake. Snake will eat the bear. Somehow, weight limit of 201. It is the river puzzle, or the... I don't know what you call it. Anyways, it's this. So, I'll give you some time, or you may pause, or whatever. So... we can't take the bear, I guess. So we take some animals that don't care about each other. And then we take the biggest animal. And then we take these people back. And then we take him back. And then we take the boat back. And then we take them across. Not sure why you can't start with the bear. It says the bear doesn't want to eat the snake, but he's across the... whatever. It's one of those ones you just futz around with until it's solved. NBD. What is the how here? Find a way to move a bear. But, I mean, I tried to... whatever. He's just... I love this part, because you... when you approach, he doesn't say anything. And when you say goodbye, he just... oh.
Good luck, Steve.
Yeah.
I think later
Boats
on...
always hold as much as they can carry. Back home. Get back home.
maybe it was the last game, too. I don't remember.
The foreman's wife, Glory Daphne, is still working at the diner as if nothing's happened.
That was the spookiest sheriff look.
Even though her husband's still missing, and the last time
Oh.
I saw
Whoa.
her, she was using a chainsaw to try
Cool,
to
he's
throw
right.
me under a lake of ice. I still don't know how she's involved, but I'd better make it clear I'm
Just
only
being
trying to
creepy
help
in the
if I
corner
want to
there.
get any information.
Cut it out, Sheriff. That's awful. All right. Talk. Can I talk to the...
Mrs. Dabner, Glory, I think Isaac must have been involved in something big.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Did...
If you've got any information, it's not just a crime to keep quiet. It's preventing me from being able to help find your husband.
I don't know where Isaac is, honest. I'm sorry.
Well, let's just talk to the
Hello,
sheriff.
Bog.
Agent Heathers, what are you doing back in town? We got everything under control, and we don't need the FBI poking its...
Calm down, Sheriff. I'm just here on personal leave.
Well, I keep my eye on tourists just the same as FBI agents.
When I filed my report with the Bureau, I left out the part about you holding me at gunpoint.
Come on, Tethers. I don't know how you boys do things in Washington.
To here, we shoot
Out here,
people.
sometimes a man's gotta do what he's gotta do, even if it means drawing a gun on a fella.
What? I hope you've started to take Bjorn's cult seriously. I'm convinced they're behind the disappearance of Isaac Davner.
What? That's crazy. The Brotherhood of Scoggins are valued members of this community. I'm not gonna let them be harassed by anybody, FBI or no.
I've heard that Isaac Davner is only one of the people to go missing around Scoggins. What can you tell me about the other disappearances?
What can I tell you? Nothing. Sure, I got files on all the so-called missing persons, but I don't have to show them to any FBI man, especially one who's not here on official business.
What a crank.
I believe the hidden people have something to do with the incident at the factory.
Agent Taylor, please. Just 'cause we don't live in some fancy city doesn't mean you can treat us like gullible yokels.
Steve just rocking in the background.
You've been just as helpful as always, Sheriff Bog.
Glad to be of service, Agent Taylor.
Poor
Enjoy
guy.
your time in our town and behave yourself.
Agent Tethers,
Ah,
we need to talk. Outside.
Now she wants to talk.
what did you need to talk about, Mrs. Dabner?
It's about Isaac. He's not back yet. He's supposed to be back.
I know.
I warn you, Glory, that attacking an FBI agent with a chainsaw is a federal offense.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just, you were going to stop the Brotherhood. I couldn't let you. Isaac needed to finish his journey.
Why are you worried about Isaac now? You're the one who helped them take him.
You don't understand. It was the only way to save him.
Save him?
Isaac was troubled. The Brotherhood offered us a way to cure him.
How are the Brotherhood supposed to cure Isaac?
Some kind of spiritual thing, I guess. Neither of us really understood it, but we were desperate.
Do you have any idea where the hidden people would have taken Isaac?
The hidden people aren't real.
But I saw them taking Isaac away.
It's the Brotherhood. They lied.
Everybody believes something different about something.
What do you
In this
mean
game.
when you say the Brotherhood lied?
Bjorn talked about finding peace by communing with forest spirits. I thought it was a... what's the word?
A metaphor?
No, a crock. We try anything, and now Isaac's missing.
No, a crock.
In the lodge, I saw a photo of you and Isaac with the rest of the Brotherhood.
They said they could help us, help Isaac, but they've been taking people. They took Isaac. It's all my fault.
They took Isaac? Have you told the sheriff?
The sheriff knows. He's working with them.
Look, Glory, I'd like to stay and talk, but
You've got to get the missing person files.
that's actually a good idea.
I'll make sure Sheriff Bogg stays in the diner. Find out anything you can about Isaac.
All right, now we're gonna break in.
I finally got some help, more or less, in finding Isaac Davner. His wife, Glory, believes that the local cult is behind all the missing person cases in Scoggins. I'm going back to the sheriff's office to find out exactly what he's hiding in his files. Oh, Mr. Scruffman, you've been there the whole time.
Yep.
Daryl's disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow. That conversation between Glory and me was strictly confidential, you know. I know you'd like Isaac out of the way, but I'm going to find him.
If you say so.
I love that he's just repairing it by banging it with a wrench. Okay, we are going back to the sheriff's station. We're gonna break in. Somehow.
The station is locked tight. It looks like the sheriff's interest in puzzles extends to office security.
I knew there was a puzzle here, but it wasn't there before. One cut, remove all obstructions to break down the office door. So it's one of these again. And I'll let you have a try at it. But it looks like we need to do this. because if we want to cut through this piece of wood, we have to use this thing. And if we want to cut through these two pieces of wood, we have to use this thing. It also passes through all the other pieces of wood and most of the chains except this one. But this one is looping around stuff that gets broken, so I think it's fine. I think this is the solution. We're being weird. Yep.
Aha! Now to find those missing persons files.
Another puzzle. I think this is a new one in the sequel here. Drag the office furniture around to block the light sources and create a safe path. So this one's going to be a little tough for y'all to do because everything here depends on like moving these pieces around each other. So it's not a puzzle as much as it is like a, I don't know what you call it otherwise. But there's we're here at the doorway. We've got to get to here, the files, and we have to block these 3 light sources to do so. So give it a go before I give it a go, which is now. So we want to do stuff like this. So the trick is this plant here, because we basically need this guy. Oh yeah, you can drag right through here. I think we need him literally over here. So we have to find a way to move everything around so that we can get stuff. Move this way. There we go. Now we can jam this in here. We can do this, and we can put this here, and that should do it, because now we have a clear way. Yep. That's really it. Just kind of move stuff around.
Hello, Agent Tethers.
Cripes! Sheriff Bog! How long have you been standing?
Randall Scruffman told me you might be paying my office a visit.
I'm sorry, it's just
Scruffman.
I really needed to see how bad this missing person problem is.
Everything I got about missing people is in those files.
Thanks.
He doesn't want to look at us. What's over here?
I wonder if the rest of the Scoggins police force is as competent as Sheriff Bog. Did Glory Davner ever tell you she suspected the Brotherhood of being involved in the disappearances?
Glory's a confused young lady. The Brotherhood helps people, whether it's with personal troubles or with what the fancy doctors call an addiction to puzzles.
She told me that you're working with the Brotherhood.
Rumors. Unprovable rumors. Just find what you need in those files and then be on your way.
That's great, but I was trying to get this
Are
gum.
you sure you don't have dates for these files?
Everything I have is in there, Tethers. Find what you need and then be on your way.
Guess I can't because he is in the way.
With all due respect, Sheriff, these files aren't exactly comprehensive. There are no dates.
What's in the files is everything I got, Tethers.
So now I think we get to figure out that secret message. This is the same. It's the same stuff we had before, but now that we have his, files, we have all the information. So, again, it's another logic puzzle where they give you some clues, And then they give you these things here, so I'll let you give you some time to pause on this one while I also read it. Daryl kidnapped last before anything. For Ted, not fourth. Will, not first. And then this one, so you can all take a look at it. And here I go. So he said Daryl was last, and Isaac was next to last. What else did I say? Will was not first, Ted was not fourth, and Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. So then Ted should be... wait. Ted should be... no, Ted is not fourth. And Will... okay, so then it's Haldor first, Will, then Ted, and then... Haldor, Will, Ted, and then Barney is someone we've never run across. And this is the right answer. I know the answer that we're looking for here for this.
Aha! It spells a name? Teeter-daughter.
Did you say teeter-daughter?
Teeter-daughter.
Maybe.
That's probably Melkorka teeter-daughter. And she's a strange one. Keeps to herself. Nobody in town really knows her.
Is she one of the missing people?
Missing? Nah, I can't say anyone would miss her. She lives in the old Teeterson house over on the west side of town, near Valda's Inn.
Then I'd better find out what she knows about all these disappearances.
Putting my furniture back in order and fix the lock on your way out, Tethers.
Put my furniture back. Alright, we just leave. 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 I guess that's kind of close to the inn.
At least the eraser factory's up and running again. Scoggins' only exports are erasers and weirdness.
Now, I haven't been, like, going out of my way to go to other places. Like, we could go back to the diner, talk to Steve. We could go back to the campgrounds. I don't know if there's any puzzles there. We can check to see if there's... because we should have done some optional ones by now. No? None? No optional puzzles? No optional puzzies. At least we're getting better. Let's just keep going.
Assuming Sheriff Bog wasn't sending me on another wild goose chase, I've arrived at the house of the mysterious Melkorka. I'm still not sure how she ties into the disappearances, but she's the only lead I've got. According to the sheriff's description, she sounds like a recluse, probably the town's resident gossipy spinster.
Good evening, Agent Tethers. I see you found my note. Ricky, come inside before they see us.
Okay.
I see you're a puzzle fan, Miss Teeter-daughter?
I dabble. Keeps the brain sharp. And my friends call me Korka. I would hope you're a friend, Agent Tethers. Can I get you a drink? Or a crossword?
Just the facts, ma'am.
So there are some additional puzzles. So there's just a puzzle
More
over here.
puzzles.
Next 2 digits in this sequence. This is another one of the ones that you need to know something about. I'll let you pause it here if you like. But basically, you kind of need to know the digits of pi. 3.14, a lot of people recognize that. I don't know how many people know pi to 10 digits. 3.141592653 are the next ones. I mean, I guess you could look it up on a calculator or something. But that's what I mean by unfair ones. These, like, you literally, you either know it or you don't. You can recognize the pattern and still not be able to solve it if you just don't have the information in your head.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Is there more? More of this? What,
Interesting.
First box is a penny, dime. Third box is a penny and a dime. What coin goes into the fourth box? So this one, I'll let you solve up until now. But this one, you kind of have to be like, what? This is a binary. We got 1, 10, 11. So the next one is 100, which is their dollar. I didn't know Americans had a dollar coin. I guess it's the Sacagawea dollar. So maybe I did know that they had a dollar coin. Let's see what they say for that one. Successive binary numbers.
Well, that takes care of that one.
Somebody's saying these out loud. That takes care of that puzzle. Here we go. Digits in space. We already solved this one. Can I see the... What happens if we solve it again? I don't know. I just wanted to see the how to see what the explanation was. First 8 non-rounded digits of pi. The next 2 are 5, 3. No other explanation. Okay. So digits in space. Coins in a box. Alright. Is there any other kicking around?
Board games! And they're all for 2 players only! Marry me. Oh, I mean, you should try the new strategy game, Marry Me. It's fun for the whole family.
Hot take, Monopoly is for terrible people.
Is this the latest from Hanji Monosaki?
Rated 4 dragons, they said. Monosaki-sensei's lost his edge.
I thought it was kind of tricky.
Alright, let's just talk to her.
You mentioned a note. Are you the one who slipped a note with a puzzle under my door?
Forgive the theatrics, Agent Heathers. I knew your reputation, but I had to be sure you had what it takes.
Your puzzle had a list of all the missing people in Scoggins for over a decade.
I've been keeping track. Somebody has to.
There's a name I didn't recognize. Halder Magnuson.
Halldór. He was my partner.
Business partner?
8 years ago, he went into the woods. Never came back.
What does this mean? Isaac Davner does not exist.
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
Test pilot Ed Davis? But that's Isaac Davner.
And look at the date of that article.
16 years ago. And that's just a few weeks before the date of the first missing persons case.
Exactly.
How are the hidden people tied into all this?
Seriously, Agent Heather? Maybe I misjudged you. Are you here to investigate a crime? Or to chase after forest gnomes, like those gullible fools in the Brotherhood cult?
None of this explains how Bjorn and his Brotherhood cult is involved.
Think clearly, Nelson. That lodge has been a part of the
that's
town
great.
for decades. The disappearances started only 16 years ago. There is only one explanation. Ed Davis, your Isaac Davner, is a serial murderer.
But the hidden people, I saw them take Isaac away.
Smokescreen. Davner disappeared just as you were getting too close. You're the only one who can find him and stop him.
Okay.
I don't know what to think. I need some gum.
Let me see your map. I have marked approximately where in the woods Haltor disappeared. Once the FBI showed up, Ed Davis ran back into hiding.
To kill again.
You want to find Isaac Davner? Head back to the scene of his crimes.
All right, I'll do it. Someone has got to investigate.
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson. I'll be up. I can stay up all night.
Come on.
Well then.
Like, how overtly does this lady need to come on to us for us to realize that she has a thing for tethers, I guess? Whatever. Where did she said to go here? Okay.
I've arrived at the point Korka marked on my map. No signs yet of anyone here.
No signs of anyone, eh? What about all this? Do we get to look at it? Oh, there's gum. I feel like this is gonna be the one puzzle I super hate.
That's Edvard, one of the members of the Brotherhood cult. Got to find out what he's...
And he's gone. Yeah. Yep, this is the one I hate. We put these in here, and then there has to be a route for tethers to get all the way through. I'll throw them out so you can get a better look at what they look like. And then you can pause and try and figure it out. And now I'm gonna go. This one is the worst because I never actually remember how it is solved. And I think I always end up just shoving things in places until it works. I know he does this weird, I think he does this weird path where he like just like this or something, but I never actually remember what the real path is. I don't know. It's like he can get real far and then realize that none of it will work because he can't. I mean, you can swap. You can do hot swap if we want to get into things like that. But I mean, like, it's just there's no way to know. Yeah. There we go. I think I got lucky there. Took me a lot less time than it usually does, so thank goodness for that. Usually that's 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes of just futzing around. I could be on world record pace here. And then we died.
Edvard gave me the slip.
How?
And now, I have no idea where I am. I'll have to find my way back to...
It's a thing. A shiny thing. Go. Da, 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 da. Oh no, it's the astronaut man.
I can't believe it, but I found the body of an astronaut. I don't want to, but I've got to see.
Well. Everyone says you're not real, stop it.
Nelson, I didn't hear you come in.
You didn't? You didn't hear him screaming?
Board games, and they're all... Mary... Emily,
I don't want to talk about
I
that.
went to the spot you marked in the woods.
Did you find that, Davis?
No.
More than that. I saw one of Bjorn's cult members out there, probably covering up the scene of the crime.
Why now?
Bjorn must have seen us talking, or the sheriff. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
The hidden people. The forest is full of them. Staring, whispering.
You've been in Scoggins too long. You're chasing shadows.
I found the body of an
Great.
astronaut.
An astronaut.
Like in my dreams, but real.
As real as the hidden people?
You don't believe me. The hidden people, the Brotherhood, the astronaut. It's all connected.
Maybe you have uncovered something. Where did you see this astronaut?
It was, I don't know. I got turned around, but I know I saw it.
If you did see something, there's nothing you can do tonight.
You're right. I'll check it out tomorrow. Good night.
Time for a cold shower. But there was gum, I saw gum. Oh,
A night's rest is exactly what I needed to clear my head. Even in daylight, I'd never be able to find that astronaut on my own. But I can pay a visit to the lodge to find out what the Brotherhood was doing in the forest.
puzzles in here. Talk to her.
Hi, Mrs. Garrett.
Hello, Agent Tethers. I hope you had a good night.
I did, actually, thanks to a mysterious benefactor.
Oh, it's not that mysterious. I'm sure she just... I mean, whoever it was just hated the thought of you being out there in the dark and cold.
Oh, no, I didn't talk to her.
Mrs. Garrett, was anyone pressuring you to keep me from checking in?
What? Oh, no. That business about the vacancies was just, a clerical error. Oh, silly me.
Well, okay.
It's just that some people don't trust outsiders because they see this town as a family. A brotherhood of Scoggins, if you will. But that's no reason to be inhospitable.
Is there anyone else staying in the hotel?
To be honest, no. Why do you ask?
Somebody left a strange note under my door last night. Couldn't see who it was.
Oh my.
I guess
was
we
at
were
the
supposed to
desk all
talk to
night,
her
and I didn't see or hear anyone come in or out.
right away, but whatever.
Has anyone in town actually seen the hidden people?
Agent Tethers. That's just crazy talk. The only gnomes in Scoggins are the little wooden ones.
Speaking of that, what happened to your collection from the window?
Oh, those? I sold them to that nice man Steve at the diner. Made a tidy profit, too.
Nobody's ever mentioned actually seeing one of the hidden people?
Oh, Agent Tethers, they're just stories people tell to make the long winters more interesting. Nobody really believes in that. Except that poor Bo Murphy, I guess. And Steve, over at the diner. Oh, and the Brotherhood, of course.
Have you seen Bo Murphy? The last time I saw him, he was in the alley talking to someone. I was hoping to ask him some questions about it.
Bo Murphy? Well, I haven't seen him in... Oh my, how long has it been since I've seen him? Must have been around the time you were here last.
That's been quite some time.
2 whole days.
Mumbled something about going into
In real
the
time.
woods to finish a conversation.
Advent calendar
Haven't
time.
seen him since.
Did you file a missing persons report with the sheriff for Bo Murphy?
Oh my, no. I didn't even realize he was gone until you mentioned it. Bo was always a little unusual, even before he started talking about the whispers. I'm sure he'll be back before you know it.
I'm actually kind of curious about that hot dish I've been hearing about.
Oh, sorry, Agent Tethers. We really are out of the hot dish for real. I'm afraid.
No!
It's been a bad winter
I'm
for
leaving.
moose meat, and the man who usually delivers the cilantro has gone
Oh,
mysteriously
okay.
missing.
If it's got cilantro in it, then no, too bad. I am one of those people who cilantro tastes like soap, too.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Fun fact, though, I do have cilantro in the fridge because my rabbit eats it, and it's fine. He can eat whatever he wants. Well, no, he can't eat whatever he wants because he'll eat the paint off the walls if I let him. But he can eat whatever herbs
Next
he
time
wants.
I see that cross-country skier, I need to remember to ask him if he's seen anything. It's possible he's not a local, which means he might actually be helpful.
There it is. The diner. Clam, clam. Blam, blam, blam. On the hunt for additional puzzles.
Still working on that sign, huh?
You sold me out, Scruffman.
Things fall apart.
I'm coming for you next. You've been warned. That's the one. No dialogue, just approach, look at each other, walk away.
If you can think of anything else, it's important you tell me.
I'm sorry, Agent Tethers. I've told you everything I know.
Alright. for puzzles. I want some additional puzzles. I guess the lodge is where they told us to go.
The Brotherhood of Scoggins, the town's most cherished institution. Looks like neither of these vehicles have been used in months.
No, isn't right. No, this isn't right.
Ka-chow!
Nelson Tethers, FBI Puzzle Research. I have some questions.
No, they are hingered.
A photo of the Brotherhood in happier times. There's the late Mike Law, Isaac Davner, and Glory Davner. How many of these people are missing now? The Lodge members practically worship the hidden people.
Ooh. Security cameras. Proper order of photos. Okay, everybody. Give it your best whatever. Okay. So if you know anything about Zambonis, they remove tracks, I guess. They remove tracks completely from the ice. So this one should be our, well, I'm assuming they want us to start with a blank one. It could also be at the very end, probably. But I guess maybe not. Anyways. They want us to, so this guy's skating and there's no tracks behind the Zamboni, so I think this is the first one with the Zamboni in it. And then you just kind of have to make the Zamboni match up with the tracks. So this guy's tracks are being erased, then this guy's tracks need to be erased, which is this one. Now this lady's tracks need to be wiped out, which is this one, and then these tracks and this one. So I guess if this was the last one, there'd still be a Zamboni in this one, so we just do like this. Okay. Well, let's talk to Bjorn.
Enough's enough, Bjorn. I demand that you answer my questions.
Angry whispers. Brotherhood is broken. No. Can't do this, small man.
He's not being evasive. He's gone
Scratching
insane.
his hat. Alright. Regain Bjorn's sanity, shining light of reason to core of brain. I believe this one is similar to the one from the previous game. So avoid synapses. We have to hit all L-shaped pieces of sanity and reach the core. So yeah, we're jamming mirrors into his brain. We don't want to hit these. We need to hit all of these and then eventually end up here. So give it a go, everybody. And then I will give it a go. I'm pretty sure we're going to start like this. Then we want to, so we're going to beep, 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 2. This will do that. We want to come down here, hit this one, and then that should do it. There was one like this with Bo Murphy, I think, in the first game. But I think it was like we were saying hello or something like that. I don't. It's been more than 2 days since I recorded the first game, so I don't exactly remember everything.
Thank you, Agent Tethers.
You're going to have to explain what's going on.
I will try.
I know you're behind all of the missing person cases in Scoggins.
That's not true.
Then why did I see your man Edvard in the woods last night?
He was searching for Shoulder.
Another cult member of the Brotherhood?
Yeah. He went to commune with the hidden people. Never returned.
Shoulder. It's a
Now
great
he
name.
is lost.
Why were you trying to keep me from finding Isaac Davner?
He was chosen. The hidden people whispered to him. He had to listen.
Where is he now?
He is lost, like the others. The hidden people are angered.
How do you talk to the hidden people?
I do not. They choose. I have never seen them.
Wow.
Well, if you're not behind the disappearances, who is?
I do not know. You must find them, Agent Ethers.
I remember when this guy was
Bring them home.
like an angry
All of them.
antagonist.
Shoulder,
figure.
Edvard, Isaac, Olaf.
I'll do what I can.
Just stop saying Norse names at me.
Who's Olaf?
Olaf Velhaven. The first man lost to the forest many years ago.
Where was he seen last?
In his cabin in Sesame Woods.
Hey, we got a lead.
Bjorn insists the Brotherhood isn't behind the disappearances. For some reason, I believe him. I'm relieved they're not trying to kill me. That only leaves me with one theory. Isaac Davner really is a serial murderer.
Nah.
Bjorn's pointed out the cabin of Olaf Velhaven on my map. Maybe I'll find some leads there. Looks like neither of these.
No, I want to get on my.
Looks like.
I want to get on my thing. Olav's.
Oh.
Door is sealed. One cut. Sever all the barricades. All right, folks. Give it your best. And now for me, I think it's... No, that's not quite it. This. That tag everything. Gets this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I think that's right. All right.
The lock on Olaf's cabin was a little tricky. Who or what was he trying to keep out?
The music here is weird.
The cabin seems untouched. I must be the first person here in years. Apparently, Olaf Velhaven had an interest in astronomy. There's got to be something in his journals or equipment that gives a clue to his disappearance.
There's a lot of puzzles in here.
I wonder if Olaf moved to the wilderness to better see the stars.
Center of the circles to rotate them, arrange the objects so that the suns are on the left, Earth's are on the right, moons are where the circles overlap. So yeah, this is another one that's tricky to do without the software, the game. I mean, you can try and plan it out if you want, but they want all the suns over here, all the Earths over here, and the two moons in the middle. And if we click, we can rotate stuff. So what we want to do think we want something like this and like that. And like this. There we go. Once you get the two moons next to each other, it's pretty simple.
Aha! But why would an astronomer come to
Wow,
Scotland
alright.
to do his research?
What's this one?
Olaf seems to have been particularly interested in lunar eclipses.
10 lunacy watts. Distributed to lunar rays. This is just like the... Oh, no, this is not just like the... It's similar to the... what do you call it? The voltage powering generators thing. Anyways. And wattage evenly distributed to each lunar ray. How many lunacy watts are received by Earth? So each moon emits 10... And here is the Earth. It is getting... So this is 5, that's 5. This is 5, 5, 5, 5. And this is 10. So it is receiving all 10. It is receiving 5 and 5. So it is 20, I think. Half of this moon. Half of this moon. All this moon. It's either 20 or 25. I don't remember. It's 20. Yeah.
Olaf Velhoven kept a record of the
Oh,
time
what a
and
sad-
date of
sad-looking
every auroral
planet there.
eclipse for years.
Or is that the
Why
sun?
was he so interested in lunar eclipses?
I hope these are counting as my 4 moons. That's still just the only optional one we've gotten so far. That's upsetting. Alright. We can look at this thing.
It's focused on the moon, just like Olaf was.
Hey, oh. So other puzzles. I'm pretty sure this puzzle is like the one that kicks off the rest
This
of the plot.
is odd. Why would an astronomer be studying psychology?
Celestial bodies, proper position, large asteroid is in the way but can end up anywhere. This one is like the, what do you call it? Like the furniture one. We have to move these things. They're in the shape that they're in. So this is a U, this is like a little cross, and the moon is a 4 square, and this thing is essentially another 4 square dealy, but it's smaller. It can end up anywhere. We need the sun to be down here, the moon to be here, and the Earth to be here, and the moon to be here, and the asteroid can be wherever it wants. Give it a try for yourself, but again, it's real difficult without being able to play the game itself. I'm just going to go ahead now. Basically, the trick is we want to get this out of the way and still have a way to move stuff around. And I forget, because we can do that. We can move this further. We can move this down. This thing is in the way, though, so we can move this over here. Can we get this around this? That's the real trick. The moon is in the way still. Do this. No, 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 no. Oh, this is... So we need to get the sun. Maybe what I want is the asteroid down here. so that this thing is lower so that it can get past. Yeah, there we go. That's using your noodle.
That's it. But what does this have to do with his other research? Looks like Olav was a fan of Galileo.
Okay.
This looks like some kind of mathematical formula? It's no good. There's just not enough information here to solve this one yet.
So yeah. They don't make you solve that one yet either.
And a cucumber sandwich. Also, I've reached a remarkable breakthrough. A direct link between the phases of the moon and the disorders of the human mind. But seriously about that sandwich. It's so simple. All of the moon's complex energies, electrical energy, in the brain of the lunatic, all interrelated, and all reduced to one beautiful, elegant formula. Thank you, all of you. A song in celebration. La 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 la. Received the letter today. Imagine, the greatest finding in the history of astral psychology, and they claim my research has no scientific merit. But their loss. If NASA ignores my work, perhaps a private investor.
NASA? If Olav Velhaven's journal is to be believed, he made an incredible discovery. He's mathematically solved lunacy. What could be causing this headache? Never mind. I've got to get back to Korka's and tell her what I've discovered.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna quickly check around to see if there's puzzles, because I don't like missing the missable puzzles. I don't see anything. What if I talk to this man? Nope.
Thanks, Alfred.
Let me know if I can help. Sounds like you found a fascinating mystery to solve.
I'm sure we're going to talk to him again at some point, if my memory remembers memories. Korka, I guess.
Korka, I was right. This is big.
Nelson? Did you find something at the lodge?
It's much bigger than the cult. Bjorn led me to a cabin in the woods where a scientist was investigating something to do with space.
Really?
I think it's part of some government cover-up.
Ooh, a cover-up?
Hidden recordings. He'd found something out there.
Yes, yes.
But after he reported it, he disappeared. And they tried to take me off the case. This could go all the way to the top. The CIA, the NSA, the Trilateral Commission.
Oh my.
Now I've got proof. I was starting to think I was losing my mind, that no one believed me.
I believe you, Nelson.
Except about the hidden people.
I think you're ready to see this.
Okay.
Huh?
Good men like Haldor got too close. They started to find out too much. NSA and the Freemasons had to take them. Shut them up! You can hear it if you know how to listen. CIA curiosity suppression rays. Sounds like whispers in the forest.
But the astronaut.
Astronauts? Charlatans. Don't be so naive, Nelson. Everybody knows Kennedy faked the space race to distract the world from a real breakthrough. The Kittimat incident. The first viable Bigfoot human hybrid.
Well, I gotta go.
Oh. Yep.
Not sure what to believe anymore. Could I be going as crazy as Korka? Maybe these hidden people really are just a product of my imagination.
It's good to know she's crazy and not us.
Is Dr. Versteckt at the campground? Maybe I should talk to him.
Gnomes is one thing, but big feats, that's just insane. You know what they say about crazy kids? Not crazy kids, but crazy. Don't blah 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 crazy.
Dr. Versteckt?
Alfred, how can I help you, Agent Tethers?
Ooh, puzzle.
Have you ever met a local scientist named Olav Velhaven?
Once, many years ago. Strange man. Completely obsessed with some mathematical formula to cure psychological disorders.
I think he may have found that formula.
Did he? Yeah, good for him.
You've been in these woods for a while. Have you ever seen any astronauts?
No, but I have seen the occasional scuba diver stuck in the treetops.
Really?
Of course not. That's an urban legend.
Do a puzzle. Do a puzzle.
What would you say if someone believed he'd actually seen the hidden people?
I'd say that believing in the hidden people is absolutely crazy. But then, everything we believe in is crazy. From mathematics to democracy.
So, the hidden people don't exist?
Well, I never said that. The hidden people most definitely exist. There have been appearances for years, all around town. It's almost as if they're trying to get somewhere, but they're being blocked. I've been able to pinpoint scattered locations of sightings, but I can't find a pattern to them.
Can you help me find a pattern? Photos in chronological order. So, photos in chronological order, go. There's a couple of hints. For example, by the way, this is me solving it. So there's sunlight over here and there's sunlight over here, so these two have to be on the ends. We also can see gnomes traveling from the moon to the earth, so there are more of them on the earth. The only way you could also assume that everything is going backwards, like this one might be first, second, third, but the moon travels around the earth this way, so yeah. I suppose we could be looking at it from the South Pole.
Impressive.
But I still don't see... Wait a second. This is a list of the dates of penumbral eclipses.
Penumbral eclipses. They look like
Which
a
one
fish there.
corresponds exactly to the emergences of the hidden people? Amazing. Give me a moment.
Man's got to do some math
They were
sometimes.
just random appearances before. Now I have a sequence. I can triangulate the exact position of the hidden people's home. We have to go right away. Now? Right now, while the moon lights our way. Off we go.
We didn't want to go while the sun lit our way the next
Must be
day, I
nearby,
guess.
Agent Tethers. We just have to follow the map. Do you hear that?
Hear what? Alfred? Where did he go?
We lost someone else. Yep. And a puzzle. Slide the logs, arrange them to create a clear path. So we gotta get from here to here, and this stuff is in the way. Basically, we want to get this guy down into this corner because he's the only one that has that weird shape. So we gotta do this. Do this. I think. Yeah, there we go. We want that. Then we do like so, and we're good. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Lots of room. This face. And we found something. Oh no! It was all a dream.
Hello?
Nelson, I thought you'd never pick up.
Jim?
I was listening to the Scoggins tapes that you left and found something.
Tapes? Jim, listen. Whatever you do, don't log the tape I sent you. Something massive is going on in Scoggins. Jeez, I mentioned the Hermes 2 and astronauts. If the director hears about any of this, it'll cause chaos in all the divisions. You can't let him know what's on that tape. Jim?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Bad news.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
No more puzzles.
Director Jennings?
Good work, Tethers. Seems like you found something pretty important to these boys.
But
They'll take it from here.
But...
Enjoy yourself, Tethers. You're on vacation, for Pete's sake. Go skiing. Shoot a bear.
Shoot a
As for
bear.
me, I'm headed to that Moose-Ear diner. I hear they blend up one damn fine milkshake. Why don't
Language.
you come along?
if nothing else, maybe I can convince Director Jennings to listen to me at the diner. I've got to get to the bottom of all this before these agents cover everything up. I'd better check around town to see who, if anybody, is still on my side. Hello, Mrs. Garrett.
Agent Tethers, are your friends gonna be in town for long?
My friends? You mean the special agents? I'm not sure, actually. They're not with me.
Well, I just hate to think that letting one man sleep in your hotel when he's got no place to stay is an invitation for dozens of strange people to be stomping all over town scaring everyone.
Scarying everyone.
I'd bet they won't be here for long.
Well,
So
no
long,
new
Mrs.
questions.
You stay safe out there.
Yep. Okay, so Tethers wants to find out if anyone is still his friend. Go to the...
Oh, hello, Agent Tethers.
Are these men giving you any trouble, Korka?
Don't be absurd. He's very interested in hearing about what I've found.
Even Bigfoot?
Situation's under control, sir. Be on your way.
Well... This is an odd
Looks
thing.
like Olav was a fan of Galileo.
This is written... I don't know. It's one thing on top of another thing. Lodge.
Sheriff Bob, has there been trouble at the lodge?
No, Tethers. I'm just explaining our community's customs to your government friends. I'm sure you'll all soon be on your way.
I hope these agents aren't causing you any trouble, Sheriff Bog. I know how you hate to be bothered.
We're consulting with local law enforcement as a courtesy, Agent Tethers. We'll take everything we need and then be on our way.
See, Tethers? Courtesy. Some people understand the proper chain of command.
Sheriff, has anyone reported any sightings of, astronauts out in the forest?
Astronauts? You've been poking around in the woods too long. Some city types can't handle it. Makes them crazy. Start to see things.
Makes him crazy.
I noticed all those reports are still filed as missing persons. Has anyone ever found any bodies?
Body? Tether, are you suggesting we have a murderer in Scoggins?
Maybe two. From space.
Maybe you should finish your vacation somewhere else, Agent Tethers. Somewhere not here.
Don't you find it a little strange that Bjorn and Edvard are the only two surviving members of the Brotherhood of Scoggins?
I heard Skjoldar went missing, and the investigation is ongoing. Are you suggesting I'm not doing my job, Agent Tether?
Well,
the Brotherhood is very close to nature. They like being out in the woods. I'm sure he'll turn up.
Strange things are going on, Sheriff. And I'm still not entirely convinced the cult isn't involved.
We've got the situation under control, Tethers.
Ditto.
Well, well. Hey, look who it is.
Excuse me? Were you ever able to find Skjoldar in the woods?
No. He lives with the hidden people now.
Are you sure he's still alive? I think there are dangerous people in the forest.
No, it is too terrible. We can only hope he has found peace with the hidden people.
Any puzzles? No puzzles. No puzzles. Okay. Okay, okay. I think we kind of have to just go to the diner and talk to the director.
Roger. Trees? Strange odors? Nope.
I'll just leave you guys to it then.
More of this. Yes.
If you can think of anything else, it's important you tell me.
I'm sorry, Agent Tethers. I've told you everything I know.
Okay. How are we doing? So this is the one that we couldn't solve. I guess these ones, these blank ones are all like plot ones. I know there's 2 hidden ones that open up after the game ends, so I'm not really missing anything, I guess. I don't know.
Director Jennings.
Ah, good to see you, Tethers.
Man loves his
Can't
milkshakes.
stay away from these milkshakes, I see. They are sublime.
You've got to listen. There are terrible things happening in Scoggins. The foreman at the eraser factory, Isaac Davner, well, actually his real name is Ed Davis. He was abducted from the factory, dragged away by tiny forest gnomes. And looking for him, I found the body of an astronaut in the forest. The Brotherhood, that's the local gnome cult, led me to a cabin with a reclusive scientist studying eclipses and lunacy. Then, last night, I found a camp around a crashed lunar lander and the remains of a missing cross-country skier. There's only one conclusion. The astronauts in the forest are murdering people!
Tethers, you're embarrassing yourself.
Look, believe me, I know how crazy it sounds.
I guess
don't
that
think
was
you do,
the
Tethers.
cross-country skier.
I saw them. Astronauts. There's a camp in the woods.
Camping. Maybe that's what you need. Spend some time getting back to nature. It'll clear your head.
But they're
I'll
killing
clear your
people.
head. You're killing people.
Maybe you don't believe me about the astronauts.
What tipped you off, Tethers?
But there are at least 6 missing persons cases in Scoggins. Possibly more.
I already spoke to Sheriff Bogg. Good man. Got the situation under control.
Where are all these agents from? Secret Service? CIA? NSA? NASA?
Just stay out of their way and let them do their jobs. It's classified, Tethers.
But I'm FBI.
I don't know what Jim told you.
Ingram, it's not what he told us. It's what he told you.
I hope Jim's not in any trouble. He was just helping me out with my case.
You're not on a case, Tethers. Vacation, remember?
Yes, sir. But the eraser factory foreman, Isaac Davner.
Could turn into a permanent vacation.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Let me tell you about gnomes.
Dr. Jennings, since you've been here, have you seen any hidden people?
Hidden people? Is that what the locals call the undesirables?
Oh,
Not exactly. They're
Oh.
gnomes. Forest gnomes.
look on his face.
So, no, then?
Okay.
All right, Director Jennings. I won't come back until I have proof of what I've seen.
Tethers, you're a good puzzle agent, I'm assuming. I'd hate to see you throw that away.
Yeah, me
No,
too.
sir.
Agent Tethers,
Glory?
I heard what you said about astronauts.
I know it sounds hard to believe, but I know what I saw.
Isaac used to say he had dreams about astronauts. They were trying to tell him something. I thought you'd want to know.
I've got to find it. the body of the astronaut.
Okay, retrace steps. Find body of astronaut. Rotating tiles. We need a path from Nelson to the astronaut. So Nelson starts here. Astronaut is here. Feel free to give it a try. Pause now if you like. We can't rotate this one or this one. This is similar to one of the ones from the first game where we had to create a path from one corner to another, but we had to avoid gnomes. We don't have to do that this time, so I think it's just a matter of finding the right combination of dealies to get us there. Well, we did it.
It's an empty suit.
I mean, they kind of
It's
blew
been empty the whole time.
the pop scare by showing us the bottom being empty.
It doesn't fit me anymore.
Isaac? I mean, Ed Davis?
No, it's Isaac Davner now.
Okay.
Those astronauts at the camp, are you working with them?
Not anymore. When the mission went bust, I tried to run away. But I had to run into the Moose Ear Diner. And fall in love with the waitress. I've been trying to make a new life ever since.
Hermes 2. I haven't seen it in any of the official records.
It was a secret mission, based on confidential research from some crazy scientist. They sent us to the moon with a device, a lunar ray. We
Lunar
were ordered
ray.
to put it on the surface, but something went wrong.
A lunar eclipse?
I guess so. The boys on the surface didn't have a chance. As soon as they got back to the module, they went completely insane. Had to lock them in the airlock and scuttle the mission.
And you crashed in Scoggins.
I realized that the ray was a weapon.
I saw you taken away by the hidden people, didn't I?
Yeah, they brought me back to the lander.
Why did they take you there?
I don't know. They whisper, but in a language I don't understand. I'm not sure why, but I think they were taking me to the lunar ray. They want me to destroy it.
I'll help
help
you.
you.
You will, but aren't you with the FBI?
That lunar ray is way too powerful to return to the government. And besides, I'm on vacation. The government guys have already found the lander.
We'll have to get rid of that guard.
Government
You're gonna have a
guys.
silencer.
We don't have to hurt anyone. Maybe if I make a noise, I can distract him.
So all these guys have a puzzle piece on them, but it's the same puzzle. So we just basically place the trees in a way where the rock bounces off them to hit the Secret Service agents. Don't let the rock fly to the forest. It will northeast, southwest, and it will keep doing that. So from here it will go north and east and south. And we have some trees that we can place around to block it, but we want this to hit this guy. So have a think on that. And now I will go. I think if it starts going north, Yeah, it starts going north. So this, then it'll fly away if we don't do something about it. Do that. So, dink, dink. Remember, toot, 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 toot. So we wanted to go east here, so it's northeast, southwest, northeast. I think that works. Don't make a noise to distract him. The noise will be on his head. Okay. I forgot that he threw it at him in real life, too. Oh, distracted him. Good.
Now we've got to shut down that ray.
The only safe place for that ray is at the bottom of Lake Sven.
Keep an eye on the site while I check it out.
Agent Tethers, if the government gets that weapon, they'll be able to turn anyone into feral, screaming lunatics. Just like my crewmates.
There we go. Gotta get to this thing. Shut it down. While the guard is distracted. We don't have much time. Oh, what are the...
That's it. That's their home. But the ray, it's repelling them, keeping them from returning home. I've got to disable it.
For the hidden people. Make a program to move all 3 electrons into all 3 receptors. So this is like the puzzle. I will give you a chance to check it out before we get started. But this is like the puzzle from the first game where we had to move the platforms to... It was like the very last puzzle in the first game where we had to move platforms around. No, and then we... Yeah, of course we get caught. There's so many of these guys.
Locked in my own room. The story was that it was for my own safety. I guess I should be thankful they didn't send me to jail.
Probably. Oh,
I've been looking through these files for weeks, but I still can't see how everything is connected. I'd never make it out through the window. I wonder if I could sneak this painting out. I can't sleep now. I hope everything works out for Isaac and Glory.
Alright, I'll answer the phone.
Hello?
Nelson, finally!
Oh, hello, Jim.
Listen, it's about these Scoggins tapes.
Enough with the tapes already.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, but you've got to hear this. I think you left your recorder on, or something. It's labeled, Sighting, Hotel Alley.
That's when I saw one of the hidden people whispering to Bo Murphy.
There's this weird sound. I can't make it out.
Wait, I know that sound. It was playing under Olav Velhaven's reel-to-reel. That explains it. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, but what does...
Bye.
I figured out how Olav Velhaven was able to solve the problem of lunacy. It's the hidden people. He was inviting them into his cabin to speak to him. I've got to get back to Olav's cabin. And that means finding a way out of this room.
And hopefully that means a puzzle. Here we go. Rearranging furniture without being seen. 2 dressers, block windows. Same as the, what do you call it? Same as the one in the sheriff's office. So give her a try. So one of the things that tripped me up when I first tried to do this is that I didn't realize that you could move furniture over Nelson. But there can't be furniture on him when you're done. And you still need to get a path. So we want... I think what we want is we want to get this bed into this corner. And then, yeah, that's all we need to do.
Now, how did Olaf get the hidden people to talk to him? How could one man possibly need this many socks? How could... It's focused on...
The moist white flesh of the codfish. But enough of that. It is time to call my tiny friends.
Yes, what luck!
Come, speak with me, my friends.
And then we go crazy. So not a lot of puzzles in the last little bit. Now they throw 4 at us right in a row. 2 Earths are receiving light from 3 suns. Sun is connected to 1 planet. A sun is connected to 1 planet. It gives full... This should be a sun that is connected to 1 planet. It gives full power to 1 Earth. Connected to 2 Earths. That sun shares power. So this is again like the voltage stuff. And they say, how many disses? I'll let you figure it out if you like. But this one's pretty simple because both of these suns are sharing their power equally with both of these Earths. The only thing is that this Earth is getting additional power from this sun, and it is getting 10 additional. 40 minus 30 is 10. We don't need to figure out what the other suns are doing on their own. We just need to figure out the difference. I don't know what that noise was. So yeah, puzzle there. Puzzles there. Rotate the tiles to return the cosmos in order. So this one is just like it's kind of like a sliding block puzzle, but it's a spinning block puzzle instead. Yeah, I can pause it here to try and work it out if you want, but it's again one of the ones that's difficult to do without the game itself. I mean, what we want to do is match the stars so they look like real stars. We also want to match the background colors so things kind of flow properly. Yeah. Nope. There. Well, that one. Maybe. I think it's easier just to pay attention to the colors in the background at first. Is that right? Kind of looks right. This doesn't look right. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah. I wasn't sure. Whoa. Not math. Not mathematics.
Who's there?
Don't hit moons or asteroids. Okay, so this is another one of these reflecty puzzles. This has to connect with this thing without hitting anything else. The trick with this one is that there's only 2 of these, so you can't just do this because you run out of those kinds of mirrors. So what we want to do, because we need them in places like this, is we're going to reflect it backwards through this away, so that it goes boop, doop, 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 and then this way. So yeah, we don't get a bunch of puzzles, and then we get like 4 of them thrown at us. Which is fine, I guess.
Agent Evans, you're not allowed out.
So it's kind of hard to tell. There's something going on in the background because someone mentioned our name. We are actually doing something. I guess off screen. We've got one more puzzle that we're going to solve. And then there's these 2 that we didn't solve before. And there's the 2 afterwards, and then 1 additional. I think I know what everything is, so I guess we're done. Roughly done. Oh, the raccoons. Hop out immediately, won't return for a while. Arranging photos in chronological order. So, raccoons jump in, they jump out immediately. It's kind of tough to... It's not tough, but... So, yeah. You can pause here if you like. But you gotta pay attention to... feed spots, number of... raccoons in different parts. Basically, they go from shore to pond to this thing, dock. So, for example, this would have to come before this one, or no? They go dock to here to shore. So then. This one doesn't have any... Maybe this one's first because it doesn't have any footprints in it. These guys just got out because they were the first ones to jump in, let's say. And then there's 1 on the dock, so there's going to be 1 in the water. And then there's 2 in the water, so there's going to be 2 on the shore. And then this guy goes up onto the shore. This guy jumps into the water, and then these 2 jump in, and this guy's like, fuck this, and walks away. Alright, I almost solved that one backwards accidentally. Oh, now, okay. So we get another one. We have to solve the lunacy algorithm in order to not be crazy, I suppose. So now we have more information here. Give it a try at home, folks. before I give it a try. Now, depending on how much you know about math, this looks kind of okay. This part doesn't move, but this one does, and this one does, and this one does, and this one does. So, basically, I mean, like, we could do something like this, right? So that more stuff is in the brackets, but then, oh, look at this, there's 2 plus signs in a row, and that can't be right, because, you know, math doesn't do that. This one starts with a squared, which has to go after something, so it can't really be first. The one here that I think is pretty mean is this one, because this is an integral sign, and something has to follow it. And one of the things that has to follow it is this derivative dealy. But we can't end with a plus, so we do like this, and then we do like this. So this seems awful mean, because, like, if it was at the very end, people might just be like, oh yeah, sure, why can't that be at the end? But, like, I mean, I've done enough calculus to know that it can't be at the end. But that's I mean, that's me. How many people out there doing that level of calculus? I don't know. That one seems like the least fair to me. But then again, I knew pi to 10 digits. So.
Wall of whispers, tides of consciousness.
So I guess this is what Tethers has been doing after the guys whispered to him. He went crazy and he's over here now. And
Kirchhoff's principle. Rotation affects orientation. 8th dimensional combinatorics. The center cannot hold. Multiplicative cyclic group G of order Q.
anyway,
Kirchhoff's principle. Rotation affects orientation.
so now we need to
The
solve.
moon's gone black. Must hurry.
We need to solve this one, which was the other one before. And then I think, besides the 2 post-game puzzles, there's one more puzzle, which I'll let you take a look at this as well. But there's one more puzzle which it's a timed puzzle, which is unusual for these games. You have to do stuff in a certain amount of time, so I don't know if I'll be able to explain it when I get there. We'll see. Anyways, we want to get these 3 things to these 3 things. It's real similar to the one we did before. When I say before, I mean in the last game. So if we do this set of movements, they're all going to move up. 1, 2, 3. They're all going to move to the left. 1, 2, 3. And then when we move up again, one of them can't move, so it's just going to get stuck where it is. So we're going to move them 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to move them all to the right. So then they're going to be here, here, and here. And then we move them all up. So these 2 will click in and they should stop moving. This guy will be here. We're going to move them up 2 more times. And then we want to move them 1, 2, 3. Nope, not that one. I guess we need to throw that out. 1, 2, 3, and then up. So he goes 1, 2, bonk, 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 bonk. And a bonk, bonk, bonk. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah. This might even be like the same floor plan as, but like, it looks like it's reversed. Anyways, let's just go. Ta-da! The last puzzle isn't really a puzzle anyways. It's kind of pattern recognition or something like that. Yeah, I mean, you'll see.
That That did it.
I'm not crazy anymore. Probably.
Destroy!
Like how they're not stopping us. So here's the, I think, little plot. Here's the last puzzle. So we're running, and while we're running, we have to make ordered connections between floating objects, draw a path between any space equipment, the moon, any lunacy algorithm, and hidden people. So it's like NASA moon math gnomes. And it's timed, so we get to do this. So we go NASA moon math gnomes. Oh, the guide is down here. NASA moon math gnomes. And we have to do it before they hit him. Otherwise, we lose one. And NASA moon math gnomes. There we go. Just have to do it 3 times. Thank goodness gnomes are real. I sometimes have trouble with that one, but...
Oh no! I'll never be able to destroy it in time.
Maybe my gnomes can what? I love this reveal. Oh, we didn't get to see his roar. Oh no, the game's pooching out, kind of. Oh, I might have to go back and re-record this. I'll have to see what the footage looks like, but...
Welcome back, Special Agent Tethers.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah.
Anything exciting happen while I was away?
Oh, never mind that. I got the latest issue of Puzzle Sensei. Think you could give me a hand with this one?
Not if I can't see it. Oh gosh, I don't even... Trying to remember if I remember what it is, because I can't see it. I might have to... It's not a... Oh gosh, why did it have to screw up now?
This one is pretty tricky, Jim. Let me try again.
These graphics have to pooch out now. I also didn't save anywhere in there, so... Where did it... It looks back to normal. Okay. Oh, yes, I do remember now. So, give it your best go, folks. So this one is cumulative number of days in the year at the end of each month. So at the end of January, there's 31. At the end of February, we've hit 31 plus 28, which is 59. Another 31 in March gets you to 90. Another 30 in April gets you to 120. And then May is 31 days long, so we just add another 31 on top of this. Whew.
Another puzzle solved. Don't look so disappointed, Jim. That was a hard one.
It's not that. I'm just going to miss your help when I'm transferred.
Transferred?
Yeah, I've been relocated to the Tundra Division, Arctic Circle outpost. When the directors found out I'd warned you they were sending agents to Scoggins, they called it a breach of protocol.
Oh, Jim, I feel terrible. Here, take this. My entire back collection of Puzzle Sensei magazines, since issue number 1.
Wow! But aren't they full of the answers?
I use tracing paper.
You don't miss a thing, Nelson.
I'm a great big nerd.
Hey, is that a postcard from the Daveners? Good to see they're happy anyway.
Yeah, happy. What could go wrong in Bermuda?
Sequel hook. So that was Puzzle Agent 2. I don't think they made it. They didn't make a Puzzle Agent 3, and then Telltale went bye-bye for a long time. But recently I've heard that Telltale might be coming back in some form, so that's exciting. I wonder what they'll do. Yeah. I guess I will also have to go back and re-record the footage that we missed. I guess I'll keep the missing footage for the jokes that we had, but I guess maybe over this part I'll put the missing footage because this is just boring credits anyway. Ho ho ho, look at the whimsical characters and their wacky antics on screen currently. See how well that lines up, I guess. Yeah, other than that, this one was fun. I liked the Puzzle Agent one because it's still an adventure game, but it's kind of like it's a puzzle game. There's also the Professor Layton games. I've played one of those. I liked it quite a bit, but I've only ever played the one. I should probably play more than just that. But yeah.
Welcome back, Special Agent Tethers.
I'm a big fan of the Telltale games in general because I think they're well programmed and well animated, and like the characters are well handled when they come from another property, which I think they always do. I don't think they create original character. I don't know. Anyways, they did very good work, and I hope they will do good work if they get to do more good work. And look, Korka, her name was basically her name. Instead of Helga daughter, it was Teeter daughter in the game. Anyway, yeah, that was what are we on? December 12th, did I say? I guess that's fun. We're halfway through the Advent calendar. We got some pretty exciting things coming up that I'm not going to tell you about, but mostly because I don't really remember right now. But yeah, stay tuned for good stuff tomorrow and the remaining. We're a couple of days away from the marathon stream. Don't forget to watch that. Starting at noon on my channel, we're gonna record some mystery game, adventure LucasArts mystery game in stream form. That'll be fun. And then I'm going to tack that onto the end for the 24th. I don't think I ever mentioned that. Anyway, there's additional puzzles for you to enjoy. So yeah, you can go back and redo puzzles and stuff, as in all of them. But there's two. There's only two. Robot Hero and Super Robot Hero. So we're going to do those real quick right now, and then I'll sign off. Guide the robot to save its girlfriend while avoiding the guard. So, yep. Robot moves, and then the guards will move, and then the robot moves. They take turns like that. Commands are relative to the robot's feet, so he will move forward towards where his feet are pointing. If you turn him around, he will turn 90 degrees, but he doesn't move. He just turns in place. And the guard, all the guards move 1 square forward until it hits a wall, then takes 2 turns, turn around, and goes back. So we got to get this guy down to here while not running into the guard. And we only have so many moves to do it in, 20. And we have all these dealies. So I'll let you take a stab at it, or press pause here to try and figure it out. One thing I like about this is that it's pretty similar to one of my favorite board games, which is Robo Rally. So you got your move forwards and your turns and your stops. So the trick here is that this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, turn, and then go. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 moves to get out of here. So I think instead we're going to turn. The turns are throw me off because I want to make sure he's facing the right way. And then we're going to move forward, and we're going to turn back and move forward. So that's turn, move, and then this guy is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to be right in our way pretty early. Maybe instead we want to go the long way. Go down. So we turn, move. Turn, move. The only trick here is I wonder if we'll have enough time to get down there. But we'll see. I think we'll have to stop. So it'll be turn, move. That's 4. Turn, move. Turn, move. That's an awful lot of things. So this is going to be turn, move. So we'll be here. Actually, if he moves when we turn, we'll be a little bit ahead of him. And then we turn once while he turns, and then we move over while he turns again. Then we move first. I think we're fine, but we need to actually shuffle. Turn, move. So this guy's going to go move. So move. Turn. Turn, move. So this is kind of tricky to parse out in my head too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he's in our way. So 1, Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he'll have moved out of the way. He's got to turn around. I think we're good. Turn, move, move, move. Turn, move, move. Turn, move, move. And then I think we can just beeline it to the ladybot. I think we're okay. Let's just find out. Oh, poop. I turned the wrong way. This is a it's a real problem. Well, now you get to see what a failure looks like. I made one wrong turn. Of course. Retry. So, turn, move, move, move. Turn. Move, move. This is the wrong one. You need to turn this way. Yep, okay. Ah, come on. It's costing the taxpayers so much money for us to move this robot around. Yeah, I know. Their hint is just try and figure it out better. I just moved too many times here. It's an easy mistake to make. I don't care what you say. Alright, let's make sure I've got everything. So we're going to turn, move, move, move. Turn, move, move. Turn, move, turn, move, move. Okay, so this is turn, move, move. Turn again. Move, move. Turn the other way. I may have been conflating my steps or something. Alright. This time for sure. Probably. Maybe not. There we go. You only had to do it 3 times. Yeah, he gets pretty embarrassed if he has to do it a couple times. What is their how for this? This is no help. Yeah, I can't get that back. Oh well. Can redeem myself here. Same thing, but there's 2 guards. And they're gonna go back and forth here. So because we move first, I'm going to throw in the extra stop because we would walk onto him. So 1, 2, 3, he'll be here. So the next time we move, we can move forward, make sure we turn the correct way. think that's right. Then we want to move once. And then we're going to turn the other way and move once, because that's going to put us here. And now we need to know where this guy is. Which way does he start moving? No. Guards will start by moving to the right. But, like, do they have to turn so that their mouths move to the right? Oh no, these guys don't turn. Oh, guards will start by moving to the right. When they hit a wall, they'll move to the left without turning. Hit a left wall, the next move will be to the right square. Ah, read your rules. So, we got past this guy. So, 1, doot, 2, doot, 3, doot, 4, doot, 5, doot, 6, doot, 7, doot, 8, doot. So we moved to here, and this guy's here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves, and he's gonna go. Wait, where did I say he was? Here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So we need to wait 1, 2, 3. Four, I think. Gonna move 1, 2, 3. We don't want to walk on him, so we wait for him to move out of the way. Then we step forward. We turn this way. Step forward. Turn back. Step forward. I think we're good. Let's try it. Oh shoot. They start by moving to the right. I ruined it. It's bad forever. Oh no. Reset, reset. I forgot they start by moving to the right. So much for redeeming myself this time. Okay, so then in that case, everything's fine till we get to here. Which is here. So then... So he's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's still in the same place. He's just going the other way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1. If he's in the same place, we don't have to wait. We just go. And then we're here while he's here. And then we turn, he moves back. We move, he moves here. We turn and we're dead. Maybe we have to wait longer then. 1. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to wait till he steps out of here to give us more time. So we need to wait. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need to wait until move 14. And then we can step forward. We can turn to this way. We can step forward, turn this way, step forward. All right. I think this works. We'll see. Yay, we did it. Woo, robot programmings or whatever. It's still excellent. Was this be the last time evil comes to steal the robots level? I don't think there's any more. That's it. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for some other game that I forget what it is. Bye.